Car coming up this hill.
Okay, this is part 2 of our cemetery walkthrough. We're gonna just get some shots of the vaults and the tombs.
You should take them up to the door to peek inside. I was always curious.
Yeah, the camera crew wants to peep inside, but won't come out here at night.
Because I know some people are curious. And if you look, there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Are they all occupied? I really can't see. It looks like they are. But I mean, people use these for, their families. It could be mother, father, son,
Some change
whatever
down
their
there.
families are. But I mean, look at the stained glass window on the back. They have flowers, and obviously, the family has access to these, so they can come in, visit. There's one. I'm not sure if it's over there. Will you stop it? You can't open it. Stop it. That car's looking, and they actually have a chair sitting there. So I mean, how nice would it be, that even though your parents or your family is gone, that you can come out here at any time and visit, and speak to them, have a picnic, whatever you want. Don't let, something like death deter you from spending time with your family members if you choose to.
And that goes back to the thing about ancestral altars. You don't really need one. If you want one, that's fine. But I mean, you can come and visit if you can get to your ancestors at their final resting place. I mean, so
And I mean, as far as walking this place, it's impossible. You have to drive it. You have to drive it. This place is absolutely massive. We may do that when we finish this part. Just get in the car and show you. I mean, this place is so big, they actually have room for 70 more acres of property to lay people to rest. They claim that they have 70,000 burials a year.
I think this is the one we rode around one time and they was cleaning out land.
Oh yeah, that's down here somewhere. I'm not sure where. But I mean, they've got 70.
75, so
something.
a lot.
They have a lot more room to grow.
Now this is different. I don't know if they planted these walking ivies or walking plants, or they took hold themselves, but they're following the outline of the casket. Not sure why, but
Once again, to that question. Now that you've seen both and you can study the options, would you rather have a in-ground burial or would you like to be interred?
or cremated. Well, I think today a lot of people, even with insurance, is very expensive. I mean, I think the cheapest casket you can get is pushing 10 G's, and that's just a casket.
Service.
And something else I always wondered about, maybe a mortician, somebody was watching this, or somebody knows, why do they have locks on the caskets? Just to keep people from getting in, or people from getting out.
I never even noticed.
Yep, they do have locks. They lock the casket lid down. I don't know, I was at a funeral years and years ago and the bottom gave out and the poor person hit the ground. That was kind of creepy. And bad enough you had a funeral and then grandmother pops out and hits the ground.
A little traumatic.
Yeah. Like I said, these days cremations are under 1,000. And I think the cheapest casket you can get is pushing, like I said, $10,000, $6,000, and still in all. Now, I know insurance takes a lot of it, but insurance ain't paying all that.
No, that's all private out of pocket.
And that's not counting you're not getting this land for free. You have to come here now as a young person with a family and start buying plots. I know years ago I bought slots in a mausoleum for 2 coffins, and at the end of the day I had to go to the bank and take out a signature loan to pay for this. But I mean, you know, they kind of got you between a rock and a hard place. What you gonna do? Okay, that's the president's thing again. They heavily modifying and reworking. That's been going on for a while. I'd like to see the final product. Okay, we're gonna head back to the mausoleum part. You won't be able to walk through here.
No.
Yeah, or if you did, you'd have to probably start at sunrise and probably just be finished at sunset. I said, excuse the shaking the camera, for some reason my stabilizer isn't kicking in. But they do have a lot of people out here today, and I'm not sure why. Yeah, that trips her out, this ivy.
It's gross to me. It's like it's alive.
It is. It's called walking ivies, I believe.
Oh, honey, I'm walking right on this way.
You got cars and people.
All kinds of activity.
Is today like a religious thing?
I don't think so. And then it being Saturday, I really couldn't tell. You'd have to ask somebody.
Well, the Cleveland Browns started their preseason. Not to sound like a smart ass, but they need all the help they can get.
Now this one up here is my favorite. We will read the lady's name when we come up close, but it is just her by herself. And whoever she was, that's all she needed apparently was herself. And it looks like she's just got this big, nice sarcophagus, and she is just in here resting, like, Then
she got that corner lot.
Well, I mean, this is her by herself. It's beautiful.
Out your talk and get run over, we've been turned here too.
Let's see. Jane E. Colby.
Well,
Come on, get closer. Let me see.
Jane wasn't joking.
Jane wasn't playing. And I don't blame her. And look at this. You got the lion handles. I mean, you see that?
Can y'all see her sarcophagus in there?
In everlasting remembrance. And then look at Jesus on the stained glass window. But I mean, Jane wasn't no joke. So people strive for material things. People strive for. I want this. This is what I want. I want you to know I was here and remember me. Not Rick Ross remember me, but remember me. I mean, this is beautiful. I mean, look at the architecture. What would something like this cost nowadays? Like I said, many ain't got it.
Many ain't had it then either. But she did.
She did. She most certainly did. So, you have it.
People talking about old money in deep pockets.
And that was just for one. Party of one. No husband, no kids, no nothing. She's in there by herself. So there's all races, religions, creeds in here. I'm not sure if this is like the other cemetery, but they had a space in their mausoleum just for Masons and Eastern Stars and things.
Oh yeah, we went through one cemetery, and I never seen so many 33 and a third Free Scottish Nation symbols.
We will try to go there next time, maybe. Every time we go, it's absolutely beautiful. There's never no one there, but you know, I just don't want to run into anybody and say, you know, why are you here and you're recording?
Guerrilla photography.
I know, but
Because they got their thing is called the Abbey,
and it's beautiful.
and it's like three floors.
It's absolutely beautiful.
And my hat's off to the dude, Franco. Not dropping a name or anything on his channel that goes through the cemeteries. He's got more nuts than me because he uses the elevators. No, I'm good. I'll use the stairs. I'd be scared to death that door open up, and
we rot in there.
That or I'm stuck. I have nowhere to go.
Doing the most. There you go.
That's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Starting in 1891, 1928, 1917, 05, 1886. Well, I was kind of young. 1886, 1874. So y'all gotta remember to go through that cemetery when we get back in Metairie. People in the audience, I think, knows what I'm talking about. You pass by it and just much different color, marble, dark grays and almost blues. Attack squirrels. And this tomb over here looks like the window blown out or broke out. Somebody broke it.
He was in the army.
Yep. Vietnam, one of the Bronze Star hero.
Alright, you go first.
I mean, it could have been a stained glass window, and that's not too sturdy.
These are the vents you see. Top and the bottom there. Upson. Want a peek?
Yeah, why not? Ew, what's that? Alright, let me see. Yeah, it's hard to get through the shots.
Can you see how many are in
1, 2, 3. 3.
Okay.
And they all look full. 1919, 44, and excuse the door. I think that last person's still alive. Can't be. It was 1914. That was their date of birth. Still like to come out here at night.
Okay, well, I will hoist your behind up over the gate and I'll let you run free, honey, because I'm not coming with you.
Nah.
I'm not coming.
You can buy some nice bolt cutters at Walmart.
Nope. No, sir. Not me.
You have little faith.
Didn't I just tell you there's 108,000 people buried here? It's about faith. I ain't trying to get stuck.
And they really got rules about
What you can and can't do.
no dogs. I've seen about 8 dogs. Respect, yeah, 15 miles an hour, yeah. No bikes, I ain't figured that one out. No parking on grass, okay, I understand that one. But I mean, if you want to exercise in broad daylight,
I don't know why not.
I'm surprised they ain't got no skateboards. Cause I can sure come through in a one-wheeler.
No one-wheeler. See, we're going to get in the car and we're going to go that way.
Okay, let me do
But
this.
this is the map of the cemetery. Follow white route to major monuments and gates, 1.7 miles. Follow green to upper sections, 0.8 miles. Follow blue route to lower sections, 0.7 miles. Yeah.
Okay, if you notice right here, all the big people, President Garfield, Rockefeller, and Wade, you don't see nothing about the with the Sherman, Williams, and Glidden.
You have to go on the website to find it. That's
Yeah,
what
go on the website and check that out. I'm not gonna say it. When you get to the website, you'll understand what I'm not trying to say. All right, let's not. Okay, I ain't figured out what's going on here yet.
Go to the car, we're gonna go that way.
Okay, and this is the, I guess, the only mausoleum they got
I want to say, I think so.
out in the front here. This is the second time I've seen, while I'm here, a chunk of the World Trade Center for the terrorist attacks. That's a piece of the steel. The inscription bottom reads, "We will remember the innocent victims of the tragic accident, okay, I don't think it's an accident, terrorism and natural causes. We will remember those who dedicated giving their lives to an effort to help." Yeah, I mean, they had a lot of people going in when people was running out, and that was it.
Mike, just stick your head out the window while I drive around.
Okay, if we lose time, this is the second installment of our cemetery walkthroughs. Edit and download. I gotta strip off my backpack with all my equipment. That's the mausoleum. It's not as nice as that one we was talking about, the Abbey. Uh-oh. And there's a bunch of camera gear in that. It probably just shattered. That's gonna hurt.
Seatbelts.
Oh, I forgot one. That's the mausoleum. There must be something going on. I mean, all these people.
This way first.
Man, I wish I had a GoPro. I mean, it is spread out.
Oh yeah. I mean, this place is not walkable. I mean, we've seen at least 23 sections. How many sections they have in total, not sure. But the sign said they have room for 100 years more of expansion.
That's a lot.
That's a lot. Oh, see?
Oh, there's
more
another level.
columbariums.
A lot, I think. This looks like a bunch of.
This is garden crypts.
Okay, that's outside. So y'all consider this like a poor man's B-roll.
Hey, you got to get in where you fit in. It don't matter how you get it, long as you get it. See, this is section 32.
You know, we have people chilling out on seats and stuff.
Why not? You with your family. Do what you want to do.
And the first time we came out here,
We didn't see anybody really.
everybody knows the word forest lawn, meaning nothing quiet, nothing going on. Today it's like Memorial Day or Remembrance Day or okay, I can't do three things at one time.
I know.
Can't be rural and be safe at the same time.
We said 16 miles.
So we're gonna let it run a couple more minutes, let it shut itself down, and this will be part 2 of our cemetery walkthroughs.
There's some really nice stones. Thomas X. So it's nice to be able to have the creativity to do what you want to do.
Yeah, it is.
See, that's where it ends over there.
You see, it says future development, so they're thinking ahead.
Yes, things over here on the left. Cemetery, but I know where I want to be. I want that second line action. That's what I want.
Oh yeah. Well, like I said, actually, somebody can request that, get on the list, and the Olympia Brass Band will fly here. But you have to follow the procedures of that. So, and I was told they are not cheap to come to you. So,
I want to be home in New Orleans.
because I've been at the airport many a times and seen the Olympia Brass Band either flying out or flying to the engagement. That's not the only ones, don't get me wrong. So if you're interested in that, I'm quite sure there's numbers you can find or Google out and get the names. But they will come to you as long as you follow the procedure of the first and the second line. And I'm quite sure they will run down everything to you before it gets started and why they're doing it, how long it went back, and what's the reason for it. Basically, it's just in remembrance. The first line is the sympathy, your sympathy, and you're sad. The music portrays that as you're walking behind the hearse. The beat is low and methodic, and as it's entombed into the ground, as a person is turned into the ground, it becomes more upbeat and turns into jazz music, because they want to be remembered with happiness, not everybody crying and heartfelt and sorrow. That's for the first line. The second line is to build you up in remembrance of happiness. So that's why there's a first line and a second line. The first line follows the casket, the hearse. There's still some horse-drawn hearses in New Orleans. And wow, I call somebody.
Yeah.
And I take it this is the office.
Daffodil Hall, whatever that is.
Okay, there's something in there. Doors are locked.
He's only showing you the right side over there, you guys. There's still, people laid to rest over here to the left. So, there's so much that, we can't show you because it just keeps going and going and going. So this is a massive place.
And this is the other side. So yeah, that's any question about you here in New Orleans. A lot of the second line. You're in New Orleans as a tourist and there's places to go. You'll probably be part of a second line. The music picks up, the people stands up, grab their white handkerchiefs or whatever they can, and start waving them in the air, dancing behind the music. And that's the second line. A lot of people don't realize it's associated with the first line of the burial. They got people all over here today. The other day they came, you could have thrown a rock and never hit nobody. This is somebody paid somebody here for this one.
I'm trying to go back that way.
Wade Chapel.
Yeah.
So.
Get over there. Thingies.
And you come at night out here, you have to.
Who is coming at night?
See, that's what I mean. My camera crew gonna do
Ain't
some
nobody. Look at that.
Schofield. These are
I
old
wonder
now.
if that's the hotel that they just put up at Schofield.
These are built into the mountain, into the hills. That's old. Trying to get the best angle here. I'm not shooting the best.
They're probably all in my nose and things.
But those was built into the hill, so that's old.
Yeah, ain't no telling how long these have been here. They don't have dates on them. Come this way, trying to get the little pond over there.
Like I said, we're gonna B-roll till YouTube cuts me off. No, we walked down there before, and that's a bunch of cremation urns that's in the marble by the lake.
Can I go that way?
Uh-huh.
Cause you know I'll be driving on the sidewalk, honey, till somebody tell me to stop. Like, I didn't know, honey. I ain't wearing my bifocals, so I didn't know. I mean, look at this. Look how beautiful that is. Talk about a view. Look at the duckies. Geese. Are those swans out there? Or I'm just making up stuff?
Yep.
See? Oh, it's so pretty.
Alan Freed, that was a disc jockey, a big name back then.
Yes.
Oh, sorry.
Come on. When your stomach touches the steering wheel, honey.
We should have a BMW convertible. Looking at me all funny 'cause I got a camera hanging out the window and she had a phone camera in her hand.
We know it. This way. So yes, this was our cemetery tour for the day. We do hope you guys enjoyed it. Once again, we still have many more things. Things that you'd like to see, you know, always leave them down below. If, you know, there is something that he can answer, you know, we will try to answer it and address it. Obviously, I'm sure you all know some things cannot be answered. And so, you know, we will try to respectfully tell you that and not just make it seem like we're not getting to it and answering it. There will be some things that will be said and discussed that you may not agree with. As always, take it with a grain of salt. If there's something that you can learn from something that we've shown you or that we spoke about or done a tutorial on, you know, take that and run with it. You know, no one is always going to agree with everything that is said or done. So, you know, anything, take it with a grain of salt, let it be that, and, you know, that's it. But other than that, please always like, share, subscribe, hit the button, continue to support Rodney's channel. He's always 100% all in. So that's about it.
And I think the next video we got coming up is from one of the subscribers asked about Papa Lake Bar. So that's next up. We want to do this while the weather was alright. So that's coming up, and we got a list of y'all requests of what y'all are asking for. So we're gonna get to them one by one. Like I said, Papa Lake Bar is coming up next. The one for Baron Samedi is going to be quick. I can't give that much information for a gay day like that. I mean, I can run down what I know, and you know, ask people to, I don't know, crap. So, and that's that one buried back in the ground again. That's old.
This is circles. I'm just letting you finish up before I leave out here.
So, thank y'all, and we'll be back.